Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Wealth Hub IQ. Have you come to the end of the month and you've realized that your paycheck is almost running out, or you're almost on your last pound or last dollar? Well, don't be afraid, because other people have this exact same situation. Today we're going to be exploring the different ways that you can save money on a 9 to 5 salary. So you can start off by cutting half of your paycheck. Well, I mean metaphorically at least. So if you know you can afford a £50,000 or dollar or euro brand new car, the new Mercedes or new BMW you've seen on the lot, what you want to do is you want to create an artificial environment of scarcity in your mind to cut that paycheck in half, meaning cutting your expenses and your spending in half. So if you see that £50,000 car, instead you're only going to buy a car for £25,000 and nothing more. So this is incredibly hard, and the hard part here is actually building up enough resilience to resist the urge to buy more. And controlling this can create a heap of wealth and finances. Just think about it rationally. If you want to save more and you want to acquire more and more wealth, then the best way to do that is create an artificial environment of scarcity. Believe that you don't have that money, so that when you put it through to your savings account, you act as if you never had that money in the first place. And if you even think about it in the most simplest form as well, you're making £40,000 a year or $40,000 a year. There's people who are still able to survive on half of your salary. So why can't you? Why can't you create that mental barrier that stops you from spending more and more? Now, I admit and I understand this is one of the hardest things to do, because this is actually opposite to the human nature, which naturally wants to spend more as we earn more. However, if you want to continue to build more and more wealth, you have to make these hard decisions so that you can build wealth in the future for yourself. Don't blow your bonus. Chances are, if you're in a high paying role, you're likely going to receive an end of year bonus or some type of additional remuneration towards your pay, your basic salary pay. You need to learn how to save a maximum of 70%. 70% of that bonus you should be saving away, and you should be looking to spend no more than a maximum of 30% of that bonus. So some of you might say, I've earned that money, this is my bonus, why shouldn't I spend it in total? Why shouldn't I spend the bonus in its entirety? Well, if you continue to have this mindset, you will never get far in life, because you need to cultivate an investor's mindset, an entrepreneurial mindset, where you're able to save rigorously in the things that are necessary for you to save in. And remember, this is how to save more money, not how to make money, this particular video. And I understand that this is extremely difficult and not everyone can do this, but success is difficult and comes with hardship. But so does being unsuccessful come with hardship and adversities as well. So I guess you can pick your poison. Do you want to be successful or unsuccessful? So the next way to save more money on a 9 to 5 salary is to maximize all of your available tax advantage accounts. So with tax advantage accounts, these are certain accounts that allow you to gain more money through tax incentives. So for example, you may have to pay a low rate of tax, or they may waive a certain amount of tax for you. It's important to do your research here. But certain schemes of tax advantages that are available to you are things like ISAs or lifetime ISAs, or gift aid for a particular church or a charity that you have, or even a pension. Next, we have think less. So we have multiple current accounts, sometimes we have multiple savings accounts, and sometimes we have investments or side businesses, which means that we're actually getting paid into multiple accounts as well, which can sometimes be a bit messy with our money. So what I'm proposing here is to automate transferring money from your current account into your savings account, or creating a standing order from your current account to your savings account. So you could ask yourself, why would you have to do this when you can manually do it yourself every single month? Well, the short answer is due to your mood and your changing fluctuations in what happens during the course of the next month. That can greatly determine how much you would like to put towards your savings. For example, if you know for the following month that's coming up, you've got 2 weddings, 2 birthdays, 2 car insurance payments that are coming out, and you've also got the renewal of another insurance, for example, coming out. You may strategize and think, you know what, let me skip my savings this month and instead do double next month. And we all know we never do the double the next month. So what you're going to end up doing actually is you're going to forfeit the compounding you would have made on that month, which is not an investor's mindset, and I will not recommend that. So instead, if you automate it, you're able to think less about it because it's in the back of your mind, knowing that's all, it's already been done. And then for the following month, you're able to allocate your money much better. By automating this process, you take the stress out and you think less. And here you have no excuse to be less inclined to put the maximum into your savings account. So next on how to save more money on a 9-to-5 salary is learn to not make reactive purchases. In this particular example, a reactive purchase is something that you did not plan or foresee within the following month, and you've just bought it due to you like it, or because the change of month or the change of season. For example, you've just entered summer and now you're looking for some more bikinis, or you're looking for more short sets or matching sets, or you're looking for more summer clothes in general. Due to the change of season, you're now spending more as a reaction of what's around you. If you continue to do this, you would save less. It's crucial to save and have another eye towards your financial goals. And if you know that these spending habits, these impulse spendings, these reactive spendings are going to keep you one step further away from your goals, then it's very important to eradicate it from your life so that it does not become an even bigger obstacle later on in life. Next, we've got keeping up with the Joneses. It is important and absolutely fundamental to not keep up with the Joneses. This is actually a terrible, terrible trap that can keep you in a downward spiral of thinking that you have to keep up to date with the latest trends, the latest fashion styles, and actually believing that people care about what you're up to or what you're now rocking along the block or what you're pushing. Because I'll tell you for free, people really do not care as much as you think they do. And in fact, that's something called the spotlight effect, which means that you feel like people are watching you more than what they actually are. Do not succumb to the keeping up with the Jones fallacy, but instead try and be your own person. Learn to think big. Learn to adopt a mindset, an entrepreneurial mindset of I want to be rich and not look rich, because this terrible trap will make you feel like every single season, every single new trend, you need to be the first to set it, or you need to jump on it. Because if you don't, you're going to go through the judgment of people saying that you don't necessarily have it because you can't afford it. Ignore that, because you're looking for the bigger picture. Last but not least, we've got to upgrade your friendship circle. Now, this is very, very similar to keeping up with the Joneses. However, keeping up with the Joneses could just be neighbors on your street. It could be colleagues at work. However, your specific friendship circle, the people who ideally have the exact same interests in you as you, or they share some of the similar values as you. So we've all heard Jim Rohn say, you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And if you are surrounded by friends who try to always act and look rich every time you guys go out to any type of social setting together, or any type of club, or just anytime you guys are out, you'll quickly start to realize that this will start to rub off on you, and you will start acting like this as well. To be a little bit more specific, if you and your friends went out to a club, and in that club you bought a table or some type of section, when really you didn't need to do that to have a good time, and you were spending far more than what you actually wanted to spend, or as a whole circle of friends, you guys spent far more than what you needed to spend because you were trying to compete with maybe other guys in the club or other girls in the club where you wanted the attention. If you realize at this point that in fact you're actually wasting money, now is the time to look out for a new friendship circle and upgrade that friendship circle. But it's like a seesaw, right? So on the other hand, if you surround yourself around people who talk about financial elevation and saving and investing, you will quickly pick up saving tips from these type of friends, because they will just continue to offset new information, new ways of saving, new ways of investing, and you will be able to rub off on them very, very well as they rub off on you. So from here, you'll be able to cultivate a much better mindset, which is tailored around saving. I hope this video serves you well. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Wealth Hub IQ. Thanks for watching, guys.